Every year, the city turned red. Red balloons, red roses, red ribbons tied around promises that rarely lasted. But this year felt different. This year, she no note, just her name written in careful, almost trembling handwriting. Inside was a teddy bear. It was old-fashioned, cream-colored fur, slightly rough, black button eyes, a red heart stitched onto its chest with the words, "Be mine." Ayesha frowned. She hadn't told anyone her new address. She had moved here after breaking up with Fahad last winter. He didn't take the breakup well. The late-night calls, the messages that shifted from apologetic to angry. She eventually blocked him everywhere. She told herself it was probably from a colleague, maybe a secret admirer. Still, something about the bear felt wrong. That night, as she lay in bed, she could swear she heard something. A soft, dragging sound. She sat up. The apartment was dark, except for the street light leaking through the curtains. Her eyes sitting on her bedroom chair. Her breath caught in her throat. I must have moved it, she whispered to herself, even though she knew she hadn't. She forced a laugh, got up, and placed the teddy back in the living room. This time, she pushed it deep into the corner of the sofa and shut her bedroom door. She barely slept. The next morning, she found tiny red threads on the same shade as the heart stitch on his chest. The teddy bear was gone. In its place on the couch was a single red rose, fresh. Her phone buzzed. Unknown number. Did you like my gift? Her hands trembled as she typed back, "Who is this?" A photo arrived instantly. It was her, standing at her kitchen sink last night, taken from inside her apartment. Her blood turned cold. Before she could react, the bedroom door creaked open behind her. She didn't want to turn around. Slowly, painfully, she did. The teddy bear was sitting on her bed, but this time the red heart wasn't stitched anymore. It was wet, dark, dripping onto her white sheets. Her phone buzzed again. "Be mine." The message read, "Forever." The lights flickered, and from somewhere inside the apartment, a soft, dragging sound began again. Ayesha's heart pounded so violently, she thought it might burst through her ribs. The dragging sound stopped. Silence swallowed the apartment. She forced herself to breathe. One step at a time, she moved toward the bedroom. The teddy sat in the center of her bed, perfectly upright, its button eyes reflecting the pale morning light. The red stain on its chest was darker, now thicker. Her phone buzzed again. "Turn around." Her blood froze. She didn't. The screen lit up with another message. "You're not alone." Suddenly, every small noise became deafening. The hum of the refrigerator, the tick of the wall clock, the faint creak of the building settling. She grabbed the nearest thing she could find, a heavy lamp, and whispered, "This isn't real, this isn't real." Then she heard it, breathing, not controlled, close, right behind her bedroom door. She swung it open with a scream. The hallway was empty, but the front door was slightly ajar. A cold draft slipped inside. She knew she had locked it. Her mind raced back to Fahad. The obsessive messages, the way he once said, "If I can't have you, no one can." Her phone rang, not a message this time. A call, unknown number, with shaking fingers. She answered but said nothing. For a few seconds, there was only static. Then, softly, "You forgot about me." It was his voice. Calm, almost gentle. Her knees weakened. "How did you get in?" she whispered. A soft chuckle echoed through the speaker. "I never left." The line went dead. Suddenly, the lights in the apartment cut out. Complete darkness. Ayesha dropped the phone. The screen shattered on the floor, the faint glow flickering before dying completely. In the pitch black silence, she felt it. A presence. A hand brushed against her shoulder. She screamed and swung the lamp wildly, hitting nothing but air. Then something small and heavy thudded onto the floor beside her. The teddy. But this time, it wasn't soft. It was solid. As if something was inside it. Her trembling fingers touched the seam at its back. It had been cut open, stuffing spilled out, and beneath it, a tiny camera. And something else, a key. Her spare apartment key. Her vision blurred as realization hit her. He hadn't broken in. He had always had access. The darkness felt tighter now, suffocating. From the living room came footsteps. Slow, deliberate. She backed into the bedroom until her legs hit the bed. The footsteps stopped outside her door. A soft knock, 3 times. Then his voice, no longer through the phone, but right outside. Happy Valentine's Day. The doorknob slowly began to turn. Ayesha's pulse roared in her ears. She had seconds. Her eyes darted around the room until they landed on the window. 4th floor, no balcony, but she didn't hesitate. As the bedroom door creaked open and a shadow stretched across the floor, she ran toward the window and shoved it open. Cold air slapped her face. Behind her, footsteps rushed forward. She didn't think. Possessive, unhinged. Forever, he whispered. She twisted with every ounce of strength she had left. His grip slipped, and she fell. The next morning, red roses covered the pavement below her apartment. Police lights painted the building in flashing blue and red. There was no sign of forced entry, no fingerprints except hers, no cameras found, no spare key. Inside the apartment, sitting perfectly upright on her neatly made bed, was the teddy bear. Clean, dry, its stitched red heart perfectly intact, with 2 words embroidered beneath it that hadn't been there before. Be mine.